Hello dear students of class 9th. I am going to start the drama The Merchant of Venice, written by Shakespeare. First of all, you must know about the characters in the play. Here, the Duke of Venice. The Duke of Venice has played a very important role in this drama. Duke means a British person of high rank, lower only than that of the king or queen. Next, the Prince of Morocco, the Prince of Aragon. These are the suitors to Portia. Suitor to Portia. Suitor means a man who wishes to marry a certain woman. The other main character here are Antonio, a merchant of Venice, Bassanio, his best friend and suitor to Portia. He wanted to marry Portia. Graciano, another friend, in love with Nerissa. Lorenzo, another friend, in love with Jessica. Leonardo, servant to Bassanio. Celerino, Selenio and Celerio are the other friends of Antonio and Bassanio. Here in this play, Shylock has played a very important role, a rich Jew and a money lender. Jessica, his daughter, Shylock's daughter. Tubal, another Jew, Shylock's friend. Lancelot Gobbo, a clown, servant of Shylock. Old Gobbo, Lancelot's father. Portia, an heiress of Belmont. Belmont is a city. She, after the death of her father, she has become the heiress, successor. Nerissa, her lady in waiting. Balthazar, Stefano, they are the servant to Portia. These were the characters of this play. First of all, you must know that the Merchant of Venice is named after the merchant, a very renowned or famous merchant of Venice, Antonio. Here Antonio is the merchant of Venice on which the whole drama is played. Here Act 1, Scene 1, I am going to start. Act 1, Scene 1. First of all, you know where the scene is taking place. The scene is taking place in Venice, a street. In Venice, a street. Enter Antonio, Celerino and Selenio. These are the characters present in Act 1, Scene 1. Antonio says, "In sooth, I know not why I am so sad." Open your book and see here, Act 1, Scene 1, Venice, a street. Enter in the scene Antonio, Celerino and Selenio. Antonio says, "In sooth, I know not why I am so sad. It wearies me, you say it wearies you." Antonio says to his friends Celerino and Celerio that truly, in reality, I do not know why I am feeling so sad. Why I feel so sad, what is the reason behind it, I do not know. It wearies me, you say it wearies you. The feeling makes me depressed and you say that it makes you depressed too. But how I caught it, found it or came by it, what stuff that is made of, whereof it is born, I am to learn. Antonio says to his friends that where I had the feeling from, Why I am so sad, I do not know. Where I had the feeling from, found it or got it, and what it consists of. What is the reason behind it and how it originated, I do not know. I do not know it. I am to learn. I have to know the reason, and such a want with sadness makes of me that I have much ado to know myself. He says that the depression makes me such a dull fellow. I have become such a dull fellow that I fail to know who I am. I do not know who I am. I am so depressed. I am in so much depression. Depression makes me such a dull fellow that I fail to know who I am. Salerno says, your mind is tossing on the ocean. As he was a renowned famous merchant, Salerno makes the idea that his mind would be tossing in the ocean. That's why Antonio is sad. So he anticipates here. He makes an idea that your mind is tossing on the ocean, there where your argosies with portly sail, like Cyniers and rich burghers on the flood, or as it were, the pigeons of the sea, do o'erpeer the pretty traffickers that curtsy to them. Your mind is tossing at the sea. He anticipates. He says, your mind is tossing at the sea. There your ships filled with cargo, with merchandise, move on the waves like great lords and wealthy citizens. The large ships passes in a magnificent procession and rule over the smaller ships. The small ships bow before the bigger ships as they speed past them with their canvas sail that appears as wings. He says, do o'erpeer the pretty traffickers that curtsy to them. Do them reverence. Do them reverence. They honor them. The smaller ship honor the bigger ships as they fly by them with their woven wings. The small ships bow before the bigger ships as they speed past them with their canvas sails that appear as wings. Salerno says, believe me, sir, had I such venture forth, the better part of my affection would be with my hopes abroad. The other friend, Salerno, anticipates, make an idea. He also thinks that what would be the reason that Antonio is so sad. So he gives his opinion and says, believe me, sir, if I had such financial ventures in danger, all the ships of Antonio is at sea. He thinks that he makes an idea that as his all ships are at sea, so the ships may be in danger. So this is the reason that Antonio is sad. So he makes an idea and says that if I had such financial ventures in danger, the greater part of my thoughts would be fixed on my hopes abroad. I would also be sad. All my hopes would be fixed abroad. And then what he would do? He says, I should be still plucking the grass to know where sits the wind, peering in maps for ports and piers and roads and every object that might make me fear misfortune to my ventures. Out of doubt would make me sad. He says, to Antonio that I would then be plucking the grass. If my ships would be at sea, I would then be plucking the grass and throwing it up to see in which direction the wind is blowing. I would also study the maps, harbors and channels and consider everything that might pose danger to my business. This certainly would make me sad. You are sad. This is not a very different thing. If I would be at your place, I would also be sad. Salerno says here again, my wind cooling my broth would blow me to an ague when I thought what harm a wind too great at sea might do. I should not see the sandy glass run. He says, when I blow upon my soup to make it cold. He says, when I blow upon my soup to make it cold, I tremble with fever to think of the damage a strong wind might do on the sea. If a blow can make the soup cold, how the strong wind can harm on the sea. The sight of the sand running out from the hourglass makes me think of dangerous shallow waters and sandbanks. But I should think of shallow and of flats and see my wealthy and Drew dogged in sand. He says then again, till here students, I will continue this video tomorrow. Thank you so much.